In this video, we'll be looking at how you can use PhixFlow to upload a file via a screen and then process it. This is a demonstration video. If you require step-by-step instructions, search for how to upload and process files in the PhixFlow help. In our example, we'll upload an invoice line file and read the data into a table. To achieve this, we need 4 parts. 1. An ERD with a file table we can use to store the information about the file, such as its location and name. 2. A screen that we will use to upload the file and pass its details to the file table we just created. 3. An action flow attached to a button on our screen that will read the file information and call the analysis model that will read the file. 4. An analysis model to read the file into a table. Step 1. Let's add a file table to our ERD. Give it a logical name such as company files. Note that this table has a predefined structure which cannot be edited. Typically, the file table will be related to some other data. In our case, this will be the company table. On the company table, create a new attribute called file of type file. Link the new attribute to the UID on the files table, and the data model is set up. Now let's move on to step 2, the screen. I have an existing screen here, which is backed by my company data. You can use your own screen or create a new one. We need to add a file display component. It's this that allows users to drag files onto the screen to be uploaded. From the palette, I'm going to use the file display component in serene gray from the form field default section. Give it a useful name, such as file uploads. Right-click on it and select Add Backing Attribute. From the list, select File as the backing attribute. It must be backed by the attribute related to the files table. Alternatively, if you drag an attribute of type file, it will create this setup for you. If you don't already have a button you wish to use for processing the file, add one now. I will use an existing button to handle the processing. Now we'll create an action flow that will allow the user to retrieve the file data. Right-click on the button and select Add Action Flow. Give it a useful name. Connect the input to the page and map in the company ID and the file upload values. Add a view that looks at the company files table. We'll pass in the file upload, as we can use this to return the data we need. In the output attributes, add original file name and path. Finally, we need a filter that returns the correct versions of these values. Add a filter. UID should equal the file upload value. Make sure you set this to expression. Save all these changes. This will give us the details we need for the file that has been added to a screen. Next, add an analysis node. We'll come back and configure this later. Optionally, add a save node if you want to record this file against the company. If you want a new file every time, then this stage will not be necessary. Step 4 will create an analysis model. It's in here we will import the data from the file. Drag on a file collector and give it a useful name. Using an example of the file you will import, this is going to automatically create our table for us, upload it to the collector. A table will be created that has the relevant attributes ready to read in the file table. On the table that has been created, in the Properties, in the Analysis Options section, set period to transactional and default data range to all. This will ensure user concurrency and provide access to all data. Run analysis on this table. Check it's what you are expecting. Roll back the data as we do not need this. In the file collector, 1. Set source type to specified directory. 2. Enable ignore base directory. 3. Set input directory to _context.path. 4. Set file pattern to _context.original file name. 5. As an addition, you may wish to clear the archive and error fields during testing to avoid moving the files. Save your changes and the analysis model. Back in the action flow, open the analysis action and in the table section, add the new table, the one you created in the analysis model. And map in both the path and the original file name attributes. Let's take a look at how we test this. Let's lock our screen and drag a file on. I will click my Process button, and if we go to our table, we can see in the view we have the data. You could also add a new screen that shows this data and have it open as the last step in the action flow. That would look something like this. That's all for this video. For step-by-step instructions on setting up this kind of configuration, search how to upload and process a file in the PhixFlow help.